Okay, today we get to start talking about order of operations. This is not something new. It's something that you should have already learned. So we're kind of reviewing. We're going to spend the week making sure that we feel really good about it before we start moving into our algebraic expressions, equations, and things like that, because we need to make sure that we feel good about order of operations, because we will start adding more groupings. So sometimes you will see parentheses just like this, and in this example we have a P representing parentheses, but sometimes you will also see a G, which means it stands for grouping, because there's different ways to group problems. So sometimes you might see brackets brackets can also look like this. Anybody ever seen things like this before? So those are called brackets, and I think, or maybe these are called brackets. Or no, these are called braces. I'm pretty sure these are braces. Brackets versus braces. Okay, so these are different types of mathematical symbols that you will see. Now, I will say, in 5th grade, you probably won't get to anything that looks like this yet. Okay, that will come later, but you might see some of these. You'll definitely see parentheses. So as you continue to progress through math, this P may change to a G. It's the same thing. It's just now including parentheses, brackets, and braces. Okay? All right. So order of operations, we always are going to work left to right. We will always start with our parentheses first. So when I see a problem that has parentheses, I want to start there. It's like parent and then PCs. Parentheses. Then we move on to the E. What do you think the E stands for?
Exponent.
Yeah, it stands for exponent. In 5th grade, we won't do as many with exponents, but we might see some. As you go into 6th grade math, you will see more of it. And beyond 6th grade math, you will continue to see those exponents. So once you do all of your groupings, your parentheses, anything in parentheses you will solve first. Then you look for any exponents, and then you solve those next. Then you get into the M, which means multiply. Or divide. Why do you think it says or here?
Maybe because it could be multiplying or dividing.
Because it is. Because it is multiply or divide. What does it say right here? Always work left to right. So if I am down to just the multiplication and division, addition and subtraction pieces,
like when we move the decimal.
Now I am solving all multiplication and division in order starting from the left, working to the right. So if division came first, working left to right, I would do that first and then multiply. But if multiplication came first in my problem, moving left to right, I would do that, then divide. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is add and then subtract. So A stands for add. And then S is for subtract. And again, notice that it says the word or, which means whichever one comes first in my expression is what I will do first. So once I've done all the multiplication and all of the division, and now I only have adding and subtracting left, I work left to right, whatever comes first. So we're going to do some practice problems. Okay, the first one says 3 plus 7 times 6 divided by 3. Okay, do I have any parentheses?
Addition. Yes.
I do in this problem here?
Not in that problem.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, so if I'm solving this problem, I have no parentheses. I have no exponents. So I go straight to the multiply or divide step. Which one comes first if I read this problem left to right? The multiply comes first, right here. So I'm going to do 7 times 6, which is 42. Now notice what I'm about to do. I'm about to rewrite, and this is how I expect you to do it. I'm about to rewrite everything. I'm going to go ahead and make this black so that you can see it better. I'm going to bring down everything else that I have not used yet. Okay? So I solved 7 times 6 and got 42, wrote it down. But then I also brought down the 3 plus and then divided by 3. So what do I do next? I divide the 42 by 3. So 42 divided by 3 is going to be, think about 3 goes into 4 one time, right? You'd have 1 left over, so that makes it 12. 3 goes into 12 4 times, so it makes 14. So 42 divided by 3 is 14. And then I bring down the 3 plus. 3 plus 14. This is the only thing that I have left. So I'm going to make sure that I circle that. And my answer is 17. Okay. Next, I'm going to go back through my order of operations. So do I have any parentheses this time? Yes, I do. Okay, so I want to make sure that I solve my parentheses first. What is 6 times 4? 24. And then I bring everything else straight down. I haven't done anything with these yet, but I'm going to rewrite it all so that I don't leave something out. Okay, now what will I do next? I don't have any exponents, so I multiply or divide whatever comes first, which is the division problem. So here, 24 divided by 3 is 8, and then minus 6 plus 2. Okay, now I add or subtract whatever comes first. So 8 minus 6, which is 2. And then plus 2 is last. So I end up with 4. Notice how this kind of makes like a funnel or a pizza shape. Every single time you solve an order of operations problem, it should look like a slice of pizza. It funnels down. I used to call each part that I circled my pepperonis. There should always be a pepperoni for each row of your problem.
Just spread out those pepperonis better.
Okay, next. Do I have any parentheses in this problem?
No.
No, but what I do have an exponent. So I'm going to circle this. That means that it's 2 to the power of 2, meaning 4. Good. And then bring down everything else I haven't used. Now I'm going to multiply or divide left to right, whatever comes first. So what comes first? So 4 times 9 is 36. And then last is my division here, which is 12. Again, it makes that shape of a pizza. Okay, down here, where we have PEMDAS written a couple different times, there is a saying that I learned growing up, that your parents probably learned growing up. There's probably new versions, but look over here at this picture. Please excuse me, my dear Aunt Sally. Anybody ever heard this phrase before?
Yes. No.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The please, you just can't forget, stands for parentheses. We're going to write it again because the more we write, the better it sinks in. Exponents, multiply, divide, add, and what's last? Subtract. Okay, we're going to do some practice together. So when you're done, Make sure your scissors and glue, all that stuff is put away, and then grab a whiteboard, a dry erase marker, and you will have to share your erasers with your table.